Here's something weird. You heat up leftover pizza in the microwave. 3 minutes later, the cheese is lava, but the plate? Barely warm. How does the microwave know what to heat and what to ignore? The answer is one of the most elegant tricks in physics. Your microwave isn't heating food, it's targeting one specific molecule inside your food, and your plate simply doesn't have it. In 1945, an engineer named Percy Spencer was testing a military radar component called a magnetron. He reached into his pocket and found that the chocolate bar he'd been carrying had melted. He didn't panic. He experimented. He aimed the magnetron at popcorn kernels. They popped. He tried an egg. It exploded in a colleague's face. Spencer had accidentally discovered that microwaves, a form of electromagnetic radiation, could heat food from the inside out. Within 2 years, the first commercial microwave oven was on the market. It was called the Radarange. It was 6 feet tall, weighed 340 kilograms, and cost the equivalent of $60,000 today. But the real question isn't how it was discovered, it's how it works. And more importantly, how it chooses what to heat. Your microwave oven generates electromagnetic waves at a frequency of 2.45 gigahertz, 2.45 billion wave cycles per second. These waves do something very specific. They make water molecules spin. Here's why. A water molecule isn't electrically balanced. The oxygen side carries a slightly negative charge, and the 2 hydrogen atoms carry a slightly positive charge. This makes water a polar molecule. It has a positive end and a negative end, like a tiny bar magnet. When a microwave hits a water molecule, the oscillating electric field of the wave grabs that positive end and that negative end and forces the molecule to flip back and forth 2.45 billion times every second. All that spinning creates friction. Molecule crashes into molecule. That friction generates heat. And because food is full of water, a tomato is about 95% water. Chicken breast is about 75%. The microwaves have an enormous number of targets to work with. Here's an important nuance, though. It's not just water. Fats and sugars are also somewhat polar and absorb microwave energy too, just much less efficiently. But water is by far the dominant player. So what about the plate? Most ceramic and glass plates are made from materials that are not polar. Their molecules don't have that positive and negative end structure that lets microwaves grab onto them. The microwaves pass right through the plate, the same way light passes through a glass window. The plate is essentially transparent to microwave radiation. Any warmth you feel on the plate after heating food is actually from the food itself. Hot food touching the plate transfers its heat through simple conduction. The microwave didn't heat the plate, the pizza did. However, and this is important, not all plates are microwave safe. Some ceramics contain metallic glazes or mineral impurities that can absorb microwave energy. If you've ever put a mug in the microwave and the handle got scorching hot while the liquid was lukewarm, that mug probably had metallic elements in its glaze. Here's a detail that most people miss. The frequency your microwave uses, 2.45 gigahertz, was not chosen because it's the best frequency for heating water. In fact, it was chosen because it's not. If microwave ovens operated at the peak absorption frequency of water, around 10 gigahertz, all the energy would be absorbed by the very first layer of food. The surface would be scalding hot, and the center would be cold. You'd essentially have a microwave that only cooked the outside. By using 2.45 gigahertz, a less efficient frequency, the waves penetrate deeper into the food, about 2 to 3 centimeters, before being fully absorbed. This gives a much more even heating effect. The microwave was deliberately detuned for better cooking. This is also why defrosting is so tricky. Ice crystals are rigid. The water molecules can't spin freely, so frozen food absorbs microwaves far less efficiently than liquid water. Once a small patch of food melts, it starts absorbing much more energy than the frozen parts, creating hot spots and cold spots. That's why the defrost setting uses short pulses at lower power. It gives the heat time to spread by conduction. Think about this. Your microwave and your Wi-Fi router both emit the same type of electromagnetic radiation. Microwaves. They even operate at almost the exact same frequency. Your router is at 2.4 gigahertz. Your oven is at 2.45 gigahertz. The difference? Power. Your router emits about 0.1 watts. Your oven emits about 1,000 watts. That's a 10,000-fold difference inside a metal box designed to trap all that energy. Your Wi-Fi is technically making your food vibrate too, just not nearly enough to warm anything up. So the next time you microwave your leftovers and the plate is cool but the food is boiling, you'll know. The microwave didn't choose to ignore the plate. The plate simply has nothing the microwave can grab onto. Next time, we're looking at something you use every single day, but probably never think about: the insane engineering hidden inside your toilet. Trust me, it's more brilliant than you think. Subscribe so you don't miss it.